1000 only. Every episode I kill 1000 monsters and perform 1000 skilling actions to upgrade my gear, stats and wealth. But here comes the best part. You, the viewer, will shape the future of the series. By releasing a poll after each episode, I give you the power to vote on what task I will set myself next. For a full list of the rules and restrictions, check out the description of the video. Are you ready? Let's begin. Hey, hello there guys, my name is Vannaka and I welcome you to episode 22 of 1000 only, and today we're gonna kill Wyrms. If we take a look at the poll from last week, we can see that Wyrms had around 51% of the votes, which is not bad. But before we get into the progress, I would like to thank everyone that has joined me on Twitch earlier this week, because I had an amazing time streaming 1000 only live. It was incredibly fun. From now on, I will stream every Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and should the kills not be finished by then, I will continue on Thursday or Friday. If you want to be part of the stream as well, then feel free to click on the link in the description or comments to follow me on Twitch. Alright, so now it's time to talk about the stuff I purchased on the Grand Exchange. As you all know, I decided to kill the Wyrms with a blowpipe, so I was gonna need more Zulrah skills and darts for that. Of course, I also needed boots of brimstone to be able to kill them, because otherwise I would constantly take damage because of the heat in the cave, which is not an option. Then I also bought some divine ranging potions and teleport options in case I need them, because I was running low on them. I am going to kill the Wyrms with full void, even though I know this is not the best gear defensive wise, but the extra damage helps me to save some Zulrah skills in the end. Are you ready? Let's get into the kills. Wyrms are, in my opinion, very interesting creatures to kill, and not because they have so many valuable uniques, but because the loot is so consistent. Every drop you get worm bones, being worth 1.1k each, and in addition to that they often drop rune items, battle staves or other valuable loots. They are not aggressive because, as you can see, they have an idle state in which they slither around the room. I like that because I'm using cheap wines to heal up, so after each kill I have all the time in the world to heal up and attack another one. The Wyrms require level 62 Slayer to kill, so in case you want to go and give them a try, make sure you have that first. So the reason why I went with a blowpipe is because dragons are usually weak to range, and a blowpipe deals a lot of damage, which speeds up the kills. Even though the Wyrms are immune to any form of poison, I still thought it was worth going for it. Of course, I do realize that using a blowpipe is not cheap, but thanks to the consistent loots, I will probably make enough money to get profit in the end. Also, the Wyrms drop heart clues at a 1 in 256 rate, so that isn't too often at all, but I was quite lucky at the beginning. I received a couple of clues within my first 100 kills, so that was a good start. The Wyrms do have some unique drops, for example the dragon's sword, harpoon, knives or thrown axes. Now only the harpoon is worth a decent amount of cash, being 1.2 mil, but the problem with these drops is that the drop rate is incredibly low. Now there is a difference between killing these guys on task or off task, because normally the drop rate is 1 in 10,000, but if you are on a task it becomes 1 in 2,000, which is significantly better but still quite rare. So in general I don't think you should kill these guys for their uniques, or maybe you should if you are an Iron Man that want a dragon harpoon. So during the kills I trained my range 2 levels to 84 and I got close to 85, which is quite decent in my opinion. I mean, the higher we get, the longer it takes to level up, but we're getting closer to our first level 90 skill and I honestly can't wait for that. Also, don't ask me why, but I really felt like recording every single Rune Battle Axe drop because I felt like this was the most valuable drop they have, excluding the rare dragon drops of course. And I also want to talk in general about this week, because this is the first time I've streamed a 1000 only video, and I think it was a huge success. But of course I have to get used to it, because normally I'm always focused on the clips that I make for YouTube, and now I had to focus on the live stream, the people in the chat, and that makes it a little bit different than it normally is. But what I always want is that the people who don't watch Twitch and just watch YouTube, is that they don't notice a difference between the videos, because I want to keep doing this on YouTube and at the same time entertain other people who really want to join me on Twitch. So having that said, I want to ask you guys to leave your thoughts in the comments about Twitch. Like, what is your general opinion about it? Do you like watching live streams or not? Or what do you like about a streamer or whatnot? I'm quite new to this. I have streamed years ago, but it's all so different now. So I really gladly take your advice to become a better streamer and a better YouTuber. So thank you in advance for that. But anyway, if we talk about the Wyrms again, then I think I can say that it was really easy to kill them. They are very close to a bank as well, so the only downside is that they drop a lot of bones all the time that I have to pick up, so I have to bank a lot. But in the end, it's very easy to do, and I was never actually in real danger, so I guess it was a very relaxing episode, and you know, that is always nice, especially for the first time streaming. So I did my last kill, did the jump for joy, and that means we can get into the price checks. Let's go! So the first inventory includes worm bones, herbs, runes, and cash. Altogether, this has a value of 2.6 mil, which is very nice in my opinion. Then in the second price check, we got a lot of alkables, some gems, and ranging arrow tips. Now, many of you have suggested me to alk these items in the future, so perhaps I should do that. But anyway, this price check is worth about 1.4 mil, so that means we should get around 4 mil loot in total. Let's go to the GE and sell all the items. Alright, so we ended up with around 3.9 mil, which I'm quite happy with. I mean, it could have been a bit more, but it is still not bad. And then we also have some clues, and I got 4 in total. And we could have had more, but I made a very stupid mistake to have a clue in the bank already, which prevented me from getting more of them. I know that is stupid, but on the other hand, the drop chance is 1 in 256, so on average I should get 4 anyways. So let's open them and see what we will get. Okay then, so that is now 4.2 mil with the clues in total. And now it's time to get into the second part of the episode, the skills. So in the previous episode we did Tears of Gothics and got Fletching XP, which means this is the skill we will be training in this episode. I want to say thanks to everyone who shared their ideas in the comment last video. I really love to see those, it really helps me out. Now some of you had very good ideas, for example, fletch 1000 logs while doing Winter Thought, but I'm not sure if I should do this. Because if I do this, I probably get more fire making XP than fletching, which makes the entire idea of training the skills chosen by Tears of Gothics pointless. So, what I have decided for this episode is to set myself the task of fletching 1000 willow longbows, and this means cutting the logs and stringing them into bows. Now this is a quite simple task, but I will not lose any money. In fact, I will actually make profit, and it will give me quite a lot of experience. Now I hope that in the future we can do more interesting stuff with the skills, but right now my goal is just to balance out all the skills as much as possible. So I managed to get level 51 fletching in the end, and this means that now I have only one skill below level 50, and that is Runecrafting. I sold all the bows and made a slight profit, so that is great. Once again, it is time for Tears of Gothics, and as you could have guessed already, it is going to be Runecrafting this time. I'm going to need you guys again to come up with a cool idea I could do for Runecrafting, because in the next episode I would like to get it past level 51, so we have balanced out most of our skills. Now I'm afraid that doing only 1000 runes is not enough this time to get it past 51, so I was thinking how about 1000 inventories or something like that. So if we take a look at our stats, then we can see we have trained our range from 82 to 84, Runecrafting from 39 to 41, and Fletching from 40 to 51. Apart from that, our combat level is still 92. So we haven't trained many different skills this time, but the progress is still really good in my opinion. But now it's time to finally discuss the poll for next week, and this time you may vote for 1000 warped jellies for double heart clues, 1000 mutated blood veils for good drops and much XP, or 1000 twisted banshees for good drops and quick kills. Alright then, so if we go for the warped jellies, then we will not get too much great loot in general, but we will receive a lot of clues since they have a 1 in 64 drop chance. And of course this time I won't make any mistakes. If we go for the mutated blood veils, we will get a lot of experience, but they also have a good drop table with hard clues as well, so this makes them a very interesting creature to kill. And then we have twisted banshees, and those are probably the easiest ones to kill, but they do have a very good drop table and drop also hard clues. And because it's easier, we will have more time left to invest in our runecrafting grind, so keep that in mind, that could be important too. So if you want to vote, then this is very easy to do. Simply click on the link in the description or in the comments and choose your favorite option. It only takes like 10 seconds. And also please consider subscribing to the channel so you won't miss the next episode to see if your vote won. So if you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave me a like, guys. Monday I will be back on Twitch again. You can find the link of my Twitch channel in the description. And also don't forget to share your thoughts about the next runecrafting activity. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.